let's face it, these consoles are sold to us sort of like how used car salesmen sell used cars to people. They tell us everything we want to hear. They focus on the positive. They never talk about the negative. Obviously, why would they talk about a negative with their own product? And so when you have developers come out and talk about certain things, you know, you kind of get a better idea of what is actually the truth and what is kind of a lie. And even though I think Microsoft hasn't lied a ton, you know, I think that obviously there is a little bit of fudging the numbers and fudging some of the things that goes along with it, because, you know, we get a situation where what we're dealing with right now. And so I think you guys are going to agree that this is kind of a lame thing, especially since we pay for you know, a better console. So you would expect that we would get the better performance, and that would just be it, that developers would take advantage of it if they could. And it's like looking like not the case, and it makes you sort of wonder the way and why that this is actually happening the way it is. So hey, what's up everybody? Crapgamer here, Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you guys for checking it out. I appreciate it. I would also appreciate it if you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe button, as it helps out the channel tremendously, and it would mean a lot to me personally. So when it comes to the Xbox One X, right, very powerful machine. Occasionally now we get like a 60 frames per second option. Microsoft seems to be better with this, right? Microsoft seems to be okay with just putting whatever frame rate they can on whatever game and say screw it, it doesn't matter if there's an advantage or disadvantage to other people. Hell, they're even pushing crossplay where there could be keyboard and mouse versus controller. They've already allowed that with games like Gears of War, and I can imagine Halo's probably going to be the same way. Unfortunately, I'm sure we're going to be able to have the option not to play with those, but at the same time, it's still kind of disheartening that Microsoft themselves kind of push this agenda. Now, where there's these other developers, they're the ones that are saying, hey, no, we're not gonna, you know, we're not gonna really do that, you know. And then you see sort of this situation which going on here, where games could possibly run at 60 frames per second, but developers won't do it simply because the Xbox One X is more powerful, and you have to base things off the base hardware. And I kind of talked about this before, but there's also this other instances of this happening, like the game Vigor is one of the ones that is doing that as well. They say that it would be unfair advantage if the X was running at 60 frames and the base Xbox One at 30, but other games, including you know, even PUBG, where they were said to have PUBG running at 60 frames or close to it on the X, but only 30 on the base, so they couldn't actually achieve that. So that's an interesting topic. And not only that, when you look at games like Destiny and things like that, so Microsoft did say that it's up to developers, which is true. The problem is, developers, I don't think in their right mind, most of them, especially with console, I know that PC is used to this kind of thing, right, where there's varying frame rates, but I think mostly it's 60 or more, and so that's not as big a disadvantage as 30 versus 60, where that seems like it's a big disadvantage. And, you know, when it comes to consoles, we're used to a certain kind of thing, and developers really don't want to give that edge to one group over the other, especially since it's a smaller group that has the X as opposed to the other. So this small group of people would have this huge advantage, and probably just be able to just mop the floor with the other people. So that's kind of an interesting tactic, and something that, I don't know, it's like, so Microsoft was honest, but I'm not sure if that's exactly the case. You know, Microsoft was honest in a way, but the developers probably for the most part aren't going to choose to separate the player base and have, you know, 60 versus 30 in a console landscape. It doesn't really make sense, I think. So anyway, I would like your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. What do you think? Because we were told that the base hardware doesn't hold anything back, but here we are, and we were also told that the Xbox One X, you know, frame rates and stuff like that wouldn't matter, they wouldn't be held back, and developers could do what they want. But here we are with the developer saying it wouldn't be fair. So let me know what you guys think. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.